Hey guys, welcome to my channel Success Sequence where we daily analyze Nifty and Bank Nifty's important move and expected level. So guys, in my yesterday's video, I did mention that how I pick up a stock for a swing trade, and the stock mentioned was ONGC. And look at the today's top gainer. It's ONGC with 7.15 rupees move on upside with 3.73% return. So it's a good move and the prediction came very right. And since I personally feel that the ONGC should sustain this level here with a little bit up and down, but I think 230 is on the cards for the ONGC. So now let us analyze our Nifty and Bank Nifty's data and see how the market is likely to trade in the days to come. So first and foremost thing, as you can see, the market did try to break its previous high. However, it received a good amount of rejection at a higher side and finally traded on a lower side. And finally, you can see that the market, though it has closed on a upside, but you can see some sort of rejection on a higher side. So it suggests that the market participants are not comfortable at a high level, and thus we can see some sort of profit booking has happened today. And now we'll analyze the various things like how the moving average support is behaving, what the option chart data is suggesting, and what are the technical indicators are suggesting for this particular move, and how you should trade this particular move. So what I feel is that the market is sort of getting some sort of resistance at a high level, and the most important thing is that the negative divergence is not at all improving. You can see the prices have improved here, but you can clearly see that the MACD has not generating any sort of up move. Rather, it is generating a stable kind of pattern, and now it has slightly generated a bearish kind of move. So what I feel is that if the this line comes below its 55 days exponential moving average, you can see a good amount of drop, and the drop could extend till 10,386 and 10,330. So that are the levels that can come if the break comes. However, in Nifty, I am not sure whether this thing going to happen or not, but I think that the time has come now that you should trade very carefully and should not go long until and unless the market trades above its high. So volatility is also suggesting that it has lowered. Now it has lowered significantly, so now there can be some sort of increase. However, there are chances that the market volatility can go some sort of down. If that happens, you will see some sort of range bound move happening. uh, RSI is already trading at a high level, but it's stalling at a high level, facing resistance at a high level, so it is not going up. So that is something that should worry the bulls now. CCI is already trading at above the 100 points, but now you can see that it has also started to come on a downside, and now it has broken the 100, and now it is trading at a 88 points. So if this breaks and it CCI breaks 65 level, you can definitely going to see a good amount of room. Now you will ask that that is okay, if that kind of break happens, then we can definitely expect some sort of down move. But whether that particular move will come or not, and how we should trade this particular uh, indices much before the convincing move comes, that is the key. So guys, I feel that you should not go long, particularly in Nifty, unless it breaks its high and it stays there and closes above that. So I'm not sure for the Nifty, because there is a reason for that, and that reason is option chart data. What I can see is 10,000 to 10,600 is the option activity range. I can see from 10,500 to 10,600 fresh bullish position has been made. On that 10,400 level as well, I can see a fresh bullish position, and the rest of the trade prices have witnessed a call short covering and call long covering. So call short covering suggests a stable to bullish kind of move. So call participants have not gone bearish yet. But if you see put data, I can see that there is a creation of fresh bearish position at a strike price of 10,000, 10,200, 10,250, 300, 400, 500, 550, and 600. So I can feel that the smart money has now going for the now betting for the down move, and they have already set their position. And what I feel is we should not now we should not trade on a downside now, but we should be cautious now that the up move may not sustain on a high level. On the rest of strike prices, I can see the put short has covered quite in a normal fashion, so not much change in open interest, and market participants are still expecting a stable to bullish kind of move if we look at the call chart data, and a bearish move, a good bearish move, if we look at the put chart data. So there is a confusion, and still the spot prices are trading on a higher side. That's the only reason we have not created any position on a Nifty, but we have created a position on a Bank Nifty, and let me show you what that position is and why that particular position is created. So let me just show you. Now if you see today's price action, you can see that the prices has opened at a high level, and it did try to break its previous day's high. So that was the ideal time when you should have gone short in the market. But let me show you my WhatsApp broadcast. So this is my WhatsApp broadcast, and this is today's messages. So federal one also stock that I suggested that we can go short was the federal, and now after going short making some money, I shown you guys how I predicted that fall, and now I also suggested that that can be some sort of bottom here and the stock could go up. So that's the reason I just shared that with my subscriber on early morning. But I also said that don't go long yet because we need a confirmation. We were also long other Titan. However, I covered my position quite early, but some of my subscriber did hold on to their position and made good money. Now on 11:22 a.m. I said to my subscriber that Bank Nifty sell this series 25,700 call option with stop loss of 25690 on a target. Let it run because it's a high risk strategy. We are selling, so if the market stays stable to bearish, we will and definitely we are going to make money. And since Bank Nifty has a very low time frame to be right, we can definitely make good amount of money if we be right. So we also squared off our Yes Bank position definitely at profit, and that was a very right decision because let me just show you my uh, let me just generally I don't share my position because okay, so let it be. Anyways, so what I can say is that we sold Yes Bank 300 put option at around 2 rupees, and now I covered my position in today's morning at around around 280 or 270 something like that, so that there was a profit, a good profit. And now the reason why I covered my Yes Bank's position was, and I also shared it with my subscribers, was because the Bank Nifty was likely to go down because it was not able to break its exponential highs. So that's the only reason we covered our position, and we did it rightly. So because after that it went up and it closed around 3 rupees 20 or something like that. So in the early morning when the market was trading at a high level, I suggested my subscribers to go short on a Bank Nifty, and we hold on to that position. Bank Nifty did try to go till 25,690. However, it just kissed it and went below that. So we are holding our position, and so let me okay it's log off. So we are also making 25% kind of money on our position that we have created today. And I feel that Bank Nifty should trade in a stable to bearish position. Why, I'll tell you in a little bit. Apart from that, we also did one trade today in Hindustan Petro. We as you can see on 3:12 p.m. I said to my subscriber that Hindustan Petro November put option 400 I am buying, and 3:12 I suggested them, and I also suggested that I'm holding my short call of Bank Nifty for tomorrow. And on 3:18 you can see that it was already making it started generating whopping 800 rupees profit it generated. And finally on 321 312 I suggested, and 321 we were getting 11,100, we getting 1100 rupees. So we did cover our position because it was a very quick profit and a good profit, so we covered our position. However, I still feel that this particular put is definitely going to make you money uh, in days to come. However, since we are getting a quick money, a good money, we did not wait and we did cover our profit. So it was a good day all in all, and all the calls were right, and definitely we are going to make money in the next days also. Because I am scanning the stock very rightly, and I am trying to identify a position where the risk reward is favorable. So even though after going short we were making some sort of loss, but I did not suggest my subscriber to cover the position because it was a very low risk and high reward kind of profit kind of scenario. So that was the only reason I hold on to the losses also, and finally we were into the profit of 20-25% like that. So many of my subscribers are requesting me that I should show them their my WhatsApp subscriber and how I am giving my sharing my trails with my subscribers. So that's the only reason I shown it to you. So now let us talk about the Bank Nifty and why I feel that the Bank Nifty should trade in a stable to bearish kind of fashion, because what you can see is that the market was not able to cross its yesterday's high. Same is the case with the Bank Nifty. Same is the case with the Nifty as well. However, what we can see here is a good amount of rejection at a high level. Further, you can see that the MACD is just sort of hinting towards the bearish crossover. So that is also the reason. Plus, why we shorted the call option, because the volatility is hinting to go down. So even if we go down, we are not going to lose that much amount of money, because the volatility is going to decrease. And if the volatility stays decreasing, we are definitely going to make money. So if you don't understand how the volatility affects and why, when you should buy put and sell put, you should definitely go and check my playlist, in which I have explained in detail how this concept works. Now RSI is also trading at a high level, but it is stalling at a high level. CCI is also going down. So all in all, if you see the option chart data, just a second, I forgot to show you, so mention you that the option chart data suggested 25,000 to 26,100 kind of move. What I can see is a good amount of call writing has happened at a 25,600 to 26,100. So that is suggesting that the market participants are not sure on a higher level. So again, a call writing is something also that is also confirming our position. But what is the most comforting position in Bank Nifty is the fresh creation of bearish position. So I can see a good amount of bearish position getting created on a put side. So that is also suggesting that the market should not trade at a high level, and it's likely to trade in a stable to bearish kind of move. And if it trades in that fashion, we are definitely going to make money, because we are short on a call option. Even if we go wrong, we have a very little to lose. The risk reward ratio is something that is most important point here. If the market trades on a higher side, since we are already right and 20% kind of profit is already we made, if even if we go wrong, we have a very little amount to lose, but we have a good amount of profit to be made if we turns out if our analysis turns out to be right, because I feel that the market can go down to 25 to 67 kind of level. So that is the reason that are all the reason that helped me to make the decision that we should hold on to our shorts in Bank Nifty. And we are holding it. Now let's see how the market goes. And what I will do is I'll quickly watch the morning's option chart data, and if I feel that there is something wrong, and if we might go wrong, I will definitely update my subscriber to cover my position. Now one of the most frequently asked questions by my subscriber is that how much you charge for your WhatsApp subscription, and how do you provide the calls. So I do not provide any kind of call. I just share my trades with you, and my trades are backed by my logic. I have created various playlists for that how I use moving average, how I use candlestick, how I use MACD, volatility, RSI and CCI. For that I have made several videos. So if you want to learn that, you can watch that particular videos and try and trade accordingly. So it is something like a tutoring on a daily basis. Apart from that, I have also made a dedicated playlist wherein I put my Nifty and Bank Nifty and stocks analysis in a particular playlist. So if you want to check my performance, you can quickly go onto that playlist and check my performance, and how my call has been performing. Apart from that, if you want to learn technical analysis, what you can do is you can go through the entire playlist. And if you want to practice, what you can do, you can just open any particular video in the prediction of Bank Nifty and Nifty prediction playlist, and just open it and try and analyze how the moving average is behaving. Try it and predict your move, and then watch how I analyzed the particular move. And like that, you can watch a daily video, one video on a daily basis, and then you can analyze and try to calibrate how your strategy is going to work. So that is also a kind of a practice session for you if you want to check my videos in that move. So if you want to join me on my WhatsApp, you can definitely WhatsApp me on 9574399901. We are running a very good, very attractive offer, in which I am going to offer you a subscription till 31st March 2018 at a very limited, very very cheap cost. but the offer is not going to remain for a longer period, because I'm closing the offer because I'm getting good subscription. So I think I will revert it back to my older offer, in which also I am charging very less amount, but the subscription period will remain for the month only. So if you want to join me, a very few days are left, so you can definitely WhatsApp me and join my WhatsApp broadcast. You will get a daily report on Nifty and Bank Nifty, live sharing of my trade, any update on my YouTube channel. Apart from that, I'll also share a specific call that I am trading with you. Like today I shared my particular call in Nifty, Bank Nifty, and other stocks like that. So if you want to do that, you can definitely WhatsApp me on 95743 And if you want to systematically learn how I am technically analyzing all these things, just look at the description. I have mentioned everything everything in a very sequential manner. So go through that step by step. You don't need to hurry, and just watch one video at a day. Try to absorb the things and try and implement the strategy. Do paper trade, and if you find that the strategy is working for you, then only you can risk your actual money. But I'll request you that whatever you are doing, it's your risk. I am not responsible for any loss or office cost to you. So that was my analysis and humble request to my subscribers. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon so that you can never miss any video. And if you have any question or any comment to make, you can always mention it in the comment section of the video. Thank you guys.